Hello guys, welcome back to the Python Django tutorial. So in the previous tutorial, we have learned about what is MUT, what is model, what is view, and what is control, what is template. So in this video tutorial, we are going to learn we each detail about the models, views, and template. So in this video tutorial, I'm going to explain you about the Django models. So as I already explained, like a Django model in the sense it handles the database connectivity. Means what are the data? So it interacts with the database and everything. So the handled by the model itself. In Django, we can call a model as a class, like as how we are creating class in other languages like in Java and all. Similarly, we can call a Django model as a class here. We can use to contain like some of the essential fields so we have the here also to create the class, like we are specifying the attribute name, right? So whereas in the Django model we are defining like any attribute with the help for that attribute we have the some of the data types, let's say example, if we are creating name, for name we have the char field, and if we are taking the integer number, so for that we have the integer field. Like that we have the respected field value for the model class. And in the Django, like main important things each Django model. So let us consider one Django model will map to the only one single table in the database, which means if you are creating one database, let's say you are creating the one class called a model. So in Django, whatever we are creating a class, that class is called as a model, or whatever you are creating model, that model we can consider as a class only, where one class is mapped to the only one table. Example, if you are creating the class called employee, so whatever the field you have mentioned in the employee class, so those the field will be mapped to the table. So with respect related to that all the kind of fields, it will create a one table in the database. And in Django model we can call as a subclass, because in Django.db.models.model, so we are importing those fields from the model class. So that's why it is like a column, we can call it as a column. So like whatever fields are there, no, where specifying fields like name, first name, last name, these we can call as a columns here. And we can even also like a Django provides us like abstraction API, which allows us to create, retrieve, update, we can delete, and we can perform the any map let us say if we are performing, like if we are created the table called student, so it will map to the student table in the database. So by using student table, we can perform the all the operations such as like creating, retrieving, updating, deleting. So these operation can be performed with the help of this abstraction APIs. So the model we can define in a models.py. In so in the project we have the file called models.py file. So I will show you where is the models.py file, and see you can observe here, this is my models.py. So it shows like it create your model here. So in this file we are creating the model. So model in the sense it's a class only. So whatever you are creating in this here, so the respected that table will be created in the database. So this is about model. So you can observe here, this model file is present inside the my app. This is my app one, is the my application's name. Inside the application's name you can observe here, this is the model dot. So models.py is, so I will opening this file only. So you can create the file here. And we can create in only single file, we can create a n number of multiple models. Let us say, okay, employee is the one model and the student is the one more model. Like that, how many models you are creating, that many tables are created in the employee, sorry, in the database. Let's say now I will take one example. Let us create the I will create one model for the employee, and I will take some of the field like a first name and last name. I will demonstrate these two fields, like how to create the model and all. So to create model, as I already said, similar to the class, we have to define with the class keyword. So take class and define the class name. So that is I am taking my class name or a model name. This is model name. I am taking employee. Okay, I'm so we have to inherit the properties like this is the models dot model. So it represents now by if you are not using this means it will not belongs to the model. So if you are using models dot model means this is the class. So it belongs to the now it belongs to the model. And now I will provide the some of the attributes here. First name I will take and first name. So here we have to take the field like I want a character field or a integer field or a string field. So we have to use the models dot char field. So I'm taking the character field. So in bracket we have to mention the size max length. I'll mention 20 and next I will take the last name last last name and say models dot char field. So I will mention the max length is equal to 20. So now this is you have created the first name and last name as a field in the class. That is at these two are the attributes in the class, and this will be mapping in the database column. Like these two fields considered as the database columns in the table. So now we will create the like a database table so it will be creating automatically. The database table will be creating automatically like when you are using this inheriting models. So the like generally in the Django model the id will be default, the id will be created and with again these two fields. So the id will be default generated in the Python. So in table it will be generating automatically id field, and the whatever you are providing these fields will be combined with the id. Now after creating the model we have to register the model. So in the installed app inside in the like in settings.py file we have to register our model. So as I shared already I have to provide the app name. So here you can observe here this is a I have to register means I have registered my app inside the settings.py file. So now I have registered this is my model. Okay, next after the registering the model after registering app in the settings.py file, next I'll going to see like here only I am taken the first name and last name. These are the character field I am taken. Like so many we have some other field also. Based on your requirement you can take. Right now I have taken only two character fields. Okay, now so now I will show you like already I have created the two fields, right? And even like we can take other also, but right now for demonstrating this two is enough. So after this we have to migrate means we have to register this. So I will show you how to register this and how to make the migrations. So in the admin app. So you have to register the model, that is the class which is there here in models.py. This is my employee is the my class. I have to register these class in the models. So here in the admin I have to register. And that is from dot models import employee is my class name. So it's you can observe here we have to import this statement because I am using I am importing model from the models class and that my model name is employee. Now next I have to register here the model. So we have command called admin dot site dot register. So here we are registering the models. Command is to register. and you have to mention the model name, that is employee is my model name. So once you registered, now next thing is to you have to migrate the so migration in the sense it will create the table, respected table in the database. So now I will migrate here. So to migrate, we have the command called python manage.py make migration. So when you make the migration, it will create the table to it will create the table in the respective fields. Like in the model, I have mentioned the two fields, right? The first name and last name. For these, it will create the table name and it will add the automatic ID field to the table. So make now I will make the python manage.py make migrations. So this is the command to migrate. See, you can observe here. So the table is created, the model created employee, it shows we have created the now model. So you can observe here the migrations is the in this file, the all the field is created. So now I will open this file. You can observe here in migration. See, this is the migration part. In this migration part, the file automatically, as I showed here, it will 0001 initial.py. This file is created inside the migrations. So you can observe here, this is file automatically created. So when you open this file, you can observe ID field is automatically added, as I can already explain. So this field is automatically added to the model. So this is the first name and last name. So these are the my attribute or a column name. So along with the ID is the one more attribute added, default added by the Python in Python model. So this table is created in my admin interface. Now after creating this, making the migration, now you have to migrate. So for migrating, we have to run the migrate command. Once you migrate, it will reflect into the database. So you can observe here applying the migration. So it will have applied migration. So when you make the migration, just it will create the schema like in SQL, and just we are creating the schema. But when you really implemented, like when you migrated, that will automatically store the in database for a query purpose or like SQL. So there those for this reason I am migrating. Now after migrating, now I'll run the run the server, and I will show in the database, that is in admin module. So command is to run the server python manage.py run server. Now you can observe I am able to run the server. Now I will go and log into the admin module. So I will refresh. So my server is running. This is hello world program. Yesterday in the previous video I have some. So now we'll log into the admin module. So now I am logging to the admin module and provide the credentials. Like when we were creating the user, that time it will you are providing details. No, that those details you have to mention here. And click on the login button. See, here employee is created. So in the this is my app. One is the I registered my app in settings.py. You observed, right? In there, in the inside that I have created the employee. So employee is my class name or a model name. You can click on this. You can observe the field like here. There is no means I have not inserted the data to the employee. So now I will show you how to add the data to the employee model. See, this is the like a tables schema is there. Like table is created inside this, but I'm not inserted any values right now. So now I will show you how to insert the value to the employee model. So click on the here add employee is there. So you can observe here, like see, these are the two fields like where I showed no, they like I'll show here. So these are the my created field, first name and last name. You can observe in the model.py file. So here this is first name and this is last name. These two file these two fields I am created. So these two fields become in the table column names. See, you can see that these first name and last name are the two my column names. Now I will insert the sum up to the data. Okay, so you can save the data. See, you can observe here employee object one was added successfully. So here, see, you can see the object one is added. This is my data. So you can perform here any CRUD operations here only. So now I will show. I will add one more employee. Okay, so that you can observe. So I will add one more employee name and click on the save button. See, you can clear it is not showing the object name, means the name is not showing. Why? Because I have to change in the something in the model file. So I will show you how to like clearly see the instead of here showing object, we can display the name, id, whatever field we want. Like we have to use the string method there. So like see, second object I have inserted, that is, see, you can observe here I have inserted a second model, second field in the second data I have inserted. Now I will show you how to, instead of this employee object, how to display name, like specifically first name or last name. So I will show you how to display those things. Now to display the specific name, we have to define the one method called a string method. So init method is there. Init self dot first name. So it will show the first name. So I will show, if I have to return the command, return self dot first name. So now you go to the, you run the, it will automatically reload when you save the, then it will automatically reload to phase. So you can go here in the admin model, so you can refresh and you can observe the changes. Sorry, positional algorithm, but we're given 4. Okay, in it I have given something wrong. Okay, just a minute. In init we have to define, this is not init, this is a string method. Okay, this is string method. Sorry, I'm converting like a, I'm converting object into the readable string. So not in it, this is the string method. So now I'm going to display the first name only. So I will show you. See, I have to run the server automatically. When you save, it will automatically reload. Let's see, server automatically reloaded. Now I will go to the admin model. So refresh here. See, you can observe here. Now we are able to see the first name and the first name. So if you want, you can take the last name also. Now I will show you how to display the last name. So self dot last name. So now I will show and refresh the model here. So you can observe the, so you can see the first name and last name. So this is the, like how to convert or how to read the object, it will read by default, it will read object 1, object 2, object 3 by using the model name. Like in our earlier, it was showing the employee object 1, employee object 2, like this. Instead of that, we can display the specific names by using the string method. So this is all about model, like let us say how to, so now we have see the operations, adding operations. So now I will show how to modify the operations. Next operation, so I will modify the first name, I will modify the last name, sorry, string return on. Okay, only we have to, for further operations I will remove only first name, I will remove the last name. Okay, so now refresh the page, so we will get the only first name. See, I will change it like something. I will now I have explained the insertion. Now I will change how to modify the existing data. Now Suresh is the existing my data. I want to change Suresh to Suresh 1 or new Suresh. I will change new Suresh. So you can click it. So you can see here, save and continue editing. I will show there. So see, you can observe here what changed successfully. New Suresh change what changed successfully means I updated the data. So now click on the employee. You can observe here. See, you can observe here new Suresh is added to. So earlier it was only Suresh, so now I have changed Suresh to the new Suresh. So this is like now I will show how to delete the employee name. So you can delete from here also. There is a two way to delete the options like employee. The first one is the like you can select this employee name and you can check here the action is there, no? Click on the action and click on the select and then click on the go button. It will ask confirmation. So click on the confirmation. Okay, you can see the successfully deleted one employee. So only one remaining. So this is the one way to delete, or another way to click on this employee name. So you have the direct button to click here and delete. So it will ask confirmations. So there are two ways to delete the employees names. So this is all about models, like how to perform the like in admin model. I am already almost all performed the CRUD operation like inserting. So I inserted the data and I would like displaying the data. So here in this part only I'm displaying, or I can, if you want detail, you can click on that name, it will display the details. So reading is over, like updating also over and deleting also over. So we can perform the all the CRUD operations in the employee table itself. So this is all about model and how to perform the CRUD operations. Thank you. I hope you have understood. Thank you.